We'll see the Sheik. I believe they play Fox Sheik duo, but most likely Fox here, and we're just going to get right into it.
Yeah, and already, we're seeing Fox Puff, kind of a matchup that we sort of have become so accustomed to in Melee, due to the fact that one of our best players was a Puff player for quite a long time. This matchup is one of those matchups where the percents are so specific. Like at this percent, Puff is looking for very, very clear things. She's looking for up tilt, she's looking for up airs, up throws, and pounds. And then as the percents change, it's all about the back airs, knocking people off stage. It's very, very like selected. There isn't really a lot of kind of variation. And beautiful edge guard so far from Dawson, but is gonna not even trade the stock.
Trade as well too. That was crazy because I think what htwa was looking for was a wall jump into maybe instant illusion and didn't quite get it and had to upbeat a lot lower than what they would have wanted. Just finds the hit there either way. High percent Dawson's going to die off the side, only 8% down, but a bit of a stage deficit as well. So Dawson needs to try to maintain control here.
Worth mentioning, by the way, that we started on Fountain, which is very, very uncommon in this matchup in particular. If there was ever, I've said this before, but if there's ever been a matchup where you strike to battlefield, it kind of is this one. Stages have a huge impact on kind of which character has an advantage. Fox in particular loving Pokemon Stadium, FD, and Puff loving Dreamland. So Fog kind of an interesting choice, but too bad.
Yeah, Dawson with the stock lead, and I wanted to say so much reservation to just not pull the trigger again. I've mentioned this time and time again. I feel like the Puffs that we kind of compare to in the current day and age are HBox and Toussaint to some extent. Both of those players just very generous and liberal with how they just fire off rest. In two situations there from Dawson, we saw up tilt, which could easily confirm into rest, just gets a second aerial off of it, and then we saw more or less a jab reset type situation where he just got a forward smash to confirm the stock. As we speak, though, htwa evening it up.
Yeah, I think the forward smash can be a good mix-up just if they're, not sort of ready for it. It can make you not have to trade, because I think in this matchup, Fox so regularly trades with rest. Up smash is such a reliable way to kill, and even just the kind of ground game at the low percents can give you 30, 40, maybe even 50%. But I agree, sometimes you have to be very confident with your rests if you actually want to get the set, and it can be a sign of nerves if you don't go for them because you're afraid of losing advantage. You don't like to see that if you're a Dawson fan.
Wow, nice angle and a necessary one at that. Dawson probably all over that recovery 9 times out of 10, but all it takes is the one for htwa to even this one up and make it a one-stock game. It really looks like htwa kind of picking up the pace here as well, and maybe that's making Dawson uncomfortable.
Yeah, does get a solid amount of percent, even a phantom up air, kind of an unusual hitbox too, to take about 5%. This is the percent that I was talking about earlier, where like a back air like we just saw is really the way you set up kills. You're looking for just clean hits into an edge guard situation, as rest is pretty much off the table, but this should do it, I think. Yep.
Finds the angle and gets there on game 1. Dawson up in the set. And where are we going for counter picks here? Because, I mean, htwa kept that close. So I think stages, like you said at the start of the set, are going to be very, very important here.
Yeah, I would expect this is one of the biggest reasons why I think this matchup is Fox favored, is I would say the stage advantage is so substantial. So right now, if you're a Puff player, you're thinking, okay, I guess I want to ban Pokemon, and they're like, okay, well, I'll take you to FD, and you're like, I guess I want to ban FD, and they're like, okay, well, I'll take you to Pokemon, and you somehow, even if you ban both of them, they're like, all right, Yoshi's, and you're like, I don't love that. So really, there's not a lot of great stages to choose from if you're Puff and you want the advantage. Pokemon being one where the ceiling is so low, can really kill at early percents, and beautiful extension so far from htwa.
Yeah, HT already at kill percent here. Up throw or just any kind of aerial will probably do it now.
Yeah, no, for sure. Now, as we say that, though, Dawson getting a solid amount of back airs and even managing to, I was just going to say, clean up that stock. That third back air that Dawson hit, very, very difficult to do. So often it looks like Puff has kind of a free edge guard on Fox and Falco, but it really, there are a lot of 50-50s, a lot of mix-ups, a lot of things that take very precise timings, and, it is no easy feat to properly edge guard Fox.
Yeah, htwa just fighting his way out of the corner too, and I feel like I said this towards the end of game 1, just the picking up the pace, clip with the forward smash kind of stems the bleeding a little bit for Dawson, but I feel like the theme of htwa's aggression has just been so many air-to-airs, just big neutral air, short hop, back air, just tons of damage out of nowhere. It's a lot of just burst movement out of the Fox player right now.
Yeah, that is really one of the main strengths of Fox, is just sort of being able to control the neutral game with Fox's speed, making Puff really have to kind of think about Puff's defensive options, what they want to do in the situation to escape, because if they choose the wrong kind of option in a mix-up, they might take their stock for it. It's really, really, really challenging, and that's so much to do with that is to do with the speed that we're seeing from htwa.
And that's the pulling the trigger that I was looking for in game one. Dawson just lets it rip. I think he was kind of half expecting to die soon anyway, so maybe that's like, you know, I'll take the stock on my way out, see what happens. We're at basically an even game now. Scratch that. Advantage Dawson. All right, never mind. I'm just going to stop talking now. Radar, take it away.
Absolutely insane kind of sequence, but look at this punish, 59%. This is what I was saying, you know, Fox by far the best character at punishing Puff, just because both the kill options are so strong and lethal. At even, you know, a fully charged up smash will kill on this stage at something like 39, 40%, like just insanely low numbers. But even when they don't get the kill, 50, 60% off of a single punish, just an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, this is becoming an interesting situation. I feel like htwa has been very efficient at racking damage on against the Jigglypuff, but hasn't quite been there in terms of finding the kill option until a bit later than what you'd expect in a matchup like this. And I think the Keystone Fox Puff experts, they're finding kills on Jigglypuff as early as 60-70% on this stage if you're really getting after it. htwa just found that one at 143.
Yeah, you know, as long as the Puff, this is the sort of the Puff dies early meme. You know, Fox is a character where really you can push Puff to kind of die at really, really low percents, which we might see here if htwa is able to get the Shine Spike.
Almost had a jump too, yeah.
Ooh.
Huge reset in favor of Dawson there. Oh, what's happening?
Oh no.
Did we get a pause?
Definitely an unusual thing to see. We're trying to figure out what exactly went down. We're assuming a pause, but even pausing at this point in the situation is a bit strange. Like, you know, did someone unplugged something? Oh wow.
I don't know. We don't know who won.
Ooh, you know, I see some people in the chat saying Dawson took that game, but that is tricky to know for sure.
The GameCube. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, that was a competitive one for sure. I mean, Dawson was up 1-0, so if that was a turnaround, htwa makes that a game 3. I guess we need to kind of wait and see what we get from production if this is going to be. I don't know. What's the ruling on this? You don't replay it. They almost played the entire game.
Yeah, I wonder if they go to a last stock kind of situation. You know, both of them were at kill percents. I wouldn't really say like 80 versus 50, which is I think what we're at. Like, it's not a huge difference in the matchup. I don't think Puff really cares about the 30% as a former Puff main myself. But looks like we're hearing that they're figuring out what's going on. Deer is on the case, and we will learn soon enough. It seems like Smash GG is saying it's 1-1, so.
Well, I don't want to spoil it. Okay, all right, it's 1-1, fine.
All right.
We didn't get to see the end, damn. Okay, so I guess htwa found it either way, but this is game 3, all the marbles here for this East Coast pools bracket, and Dawson's maybe first on the board here off of or second on the board. I guess I missed that first stock of the Fox.
Really like
even Stevens.
I really liked that forward smash option from Dawson. You know, it seems simple, but like the decision tree for Puff edgeguarding Fox is actually pretty complicated. You know, in that situation, Dawson's thinking htwa won't be able to get the ideal angle and can punish that rather than kind of going off stage and committing to a move like back air that has not that many active frames. It's a lot more lenient if you could go for something like a forward smash. So good choice from Dawson.
Yeah, absolutely. Just feeling each other out right now, neutral. htwa take it to platforms. Dawson just floating and patrolling the skies right now. Catches the double jump. That's actually a stock.
Man, one of the things I'm really noticing about Dawson's play is his edge guards are so good. Like maybe the best out of any player besides HBox. I know Toussaint, you know, you mentioned before, one of the kind of best puffs in the game right now. Not really known for edge guarding, and Dawson, at least in the Fox matchup, has just very sophisticated decision trees and beautiful SDI by the way, right there.
Yeah, strong decisions, and I think a big thing also is the level of patience that he had. That previous stock, and we're seeing Dawson just get a ton of extra credit here. So many players just kind of let that rip and would just fall up with the aerial to catch the Fox jump, but kind of knowing htwa is going to look for mix-ups by the ledge because kind of interactions there as Fox Puff become so nuanced there. Dawson just waits it out, gets a stock as a result, and he got a little bit of extra credit before he went out on even stocks here. Just roll F smash. Holy moly.
Really good awareness again. Like, I think I'm just so impressed by Dawson's decision making in this matchup. You know, this isn't exactly a matchup that Puff's players aren't experienced in. We all know that every Puff player in the world has played a few Foxes in their day, but still, like, there's just a lot of stuff that, you know, again, as a former Puff player, I'm taking notes. I'm looking at this and thinking, yeah, very solid stuff.
Yeah, missed as the guess there on htwa's angle, but pushed off stage yet again. Is he going to go up? He does, and htwa just sneaking by twice in a row. These are huge recoveries for the Fox if he wants to convert this into a win.
Yeah, no, it's really tight so far. You know, any move to knock htwa off stage would be huge. I know that htwa, they've been mixing up kind of how they've been recovering, primarily using up B. You know, there's so many angles at their disposal, but
there's the weight at a whopping almost 190. Just double jump nair to just dink him right off the side. Right blast zone, htwa on the last stock, but just answers with a nair of his own, and it's even 0% last stock game 3.
Yeah, no, for sure. This has just been so close. I'm really impressed with what htwa has been using lately. But you know, it's just whoever gets the first open up. Again, I said at these types of percents, Puff really looking for the up airs, up tilts, pounds, and grabs. But Fox just really looking for chip damage until Puff gets into those kind of reliable kill percents like the up throw up air.
Yeah, lots of shines coming out of htwa in a matchup where you wouldn't expect to see him that often. That's 3 or 4 shine out of shields right now to just combat. Push Dawson to the ledge. Shine spike, no tech.
Big. Oh, but htwa
he missed the angle.
Yeah, the angle. Oh, that. Damn. This is really tricky. Gets the nair once again in an edgeguard situation, but just a little not confident off stage is htwa, and that might cost them the set.
And this is where I was saying it gets scary. If you're not efficient with how quick you take these stocks, Radar, you can just lose right now. He misses a jump.
No way. Okay, is Dawson going to make it back? Can he get it back? No, he can't. He drops the whole set because of that edge guard. After talking about how good Dawson's edge guards have been the entire time, doesn't get it. Oh.
All of that. That was, what's your favorite meal? Spaghetti. Spaghetti and sauce, right? It's got to be, because so many little things that just kind of build up and you get nerves, you get tension going on in the set. And I have had that situation happen so many times where you have just a gimme edge guard. It's just rising aerial.